Right now, there's $347 billion worth of homes just sitting on the market. If you've been hunting for a home here in Fort Bend County and the numbers just never work, stick with me. I'm going to show you why the house that's been sitting the longest might be your smartest move, and exactly how to turn it into a win. I'm Lenore with Lenore Smith Realty Group, and I work with buyers and sellers across Fort Bend and Greater Houston every single week. So I'm not reading you headlines, I'm telling you what's actually happening on the ground. Want to know why a stale listing is usually a green light instead of a red flag? What's really going on when a home sits, and the two specific levers you can pull to get a seller to move? Let's get into it. Here's the first thing you need to internalize. Both Redfin and Realtor.com show the same pattern. The longer a home sits, the more likely that seller is to drop the price and negotiate. That's not opinion. That's just how seller psychology works over time. So when you pull up a listing and see it's been sitting 60 days, 90 days, even 120 days, stop reading that as something's wrong. Start reading it as, here's a motivated seller. And a motivated seller is exactly who you want across the table when it's time to talk about terms. Now here's where most buyers talk themselves right out of a great opportunity. They assume that if a house has been sitting, something must be wrong with it. Most of the time, there isn't. According to Redfin, the most common reasons homes linger are simple. The seller priced it too high out of the gate, the photos didn't do the place justice, or it quietly got buried under newer listings. Notice something. None of those are deal breakers. None of them are foundation problems or bad bones. And on the off chance there is a real issue, that's exactly what your inspection is for. You're protected. So let's talk about how you actually turn one of these lingering listings into a win, because this is the part that matters. You've got two levers. I want you thinking about both. The first lever is price. When a home's been sitting, coming in below asking is completely fair game, as long as you back it up with comparable sales. That's the key. You're not lowballing and hoping. You're showing that seller with real data from homes that recently sold nearby exactly why your number makes sense. A well-supported offer on a tired listing lands completely differently than one on a brand new one. The second lever is the one people forget, and honestly, it's often the more powerful one. Concessions. Even if that seller won't budge another dollar on price, they may be very willing to cover some of your closing costs, offer a repair credit, or, this is the big one, buy down your mortgage rate. A rate buy down lowers your actual monthly payment in a real, meaningful way. So the sticker price might not move, but what you pay every single month absolutely can. Let me pull this together. Homes that sit are not damaged goods. They're usually just mispriced or poorly marketed, and behind them is a seller who's ready to deal. Your two levers, price, backed by comps, and concessions, from closing costs to a rate buy-down that lowers your monthly payment. Put those together, and the listing everyone else ignored becomes the one that finally fits your budget. So if affordability has been the wall between you and owning a home, the answer might already be sitting in your search results. You just need to sort them from oldest to newest instead of newest first. If this helped, do me a favor and save it. You'll want to come back to this the next time you're scrolling listings and share it with someone who's been stuck on the fence about buying this year. And if you want help doing exactly this here in Fort Bend, finding the right lingering listing and building an offer that actually gets accepted, reach out. That's what my team does every day. No pressure, just a real plan. I'm Lenore Smith with Lenore Smith Realty Group, and I'll see you in the next one.